up, family? It's your girl, April Love, and this is Just Breathe with April Love. We are really taking our time to breathe and reflect today because we have an amazing guest. I cannot wait to share her with you. She is actually a friend. I have known her, well, I'm not going to say how many years because I'm not going to age myself, but we go way back. But she has a lifetime of just wisdom and personal experiences, and we're going to tap into a little bit today. So please help me to welcome Tameka Raymond.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Hey.
So you're a philanthropist, you're a mother, you are, a change agent. You were one of the first to do it in so many different areas of fashion. We're going to tap into that a little bit. And you're an author. Kind of want to start there because that's where we are. You know, our life is just a myriad of just experiences, but now having come through losses and victories and so many amazing things, here I stand in a beautiful state. Can you share with us what prompted the book and where you are in this beautiful state?
Well, you know, I'm a two-time author. The first book is called White Bras and 101 Style Faux Pas. It's a fashion little guide. It's a little fashion guide that kind of gives you do's and don'ts of fashion and style, and it's really slapstick. It's funny,
right?
So it's kind of like a guide to say, hey, don't take yourself too seriously. Right. But Here I Stand, that is a memoir, and I did it because there were so many erroneous stories. You know what I mean? When I was married, I've been married a couple of times, as you know. Yeah. But the second time, I was met with a lot of controversy. Oh, excuse me, my voice.
People think they know you.
They think they know me. And they're somewhat accurate on some things, but there's so much that they don't know.
Right.
And those little details make a huge difference. And it was important, even for my kids, that it be a bit of a diary, kind of in my own words, about what happened in my life. You write your own story, you know.
Right. And you're still relatively young to have a memoir, but
that's what I thought. And I was like,
you have to write another one.
Yeah, or addendum, huh? Like a part two, like, and then, I bought a boat. No, I'm kidding.
Right, exactly. So kind of tap into, like, this is Just Breathe. Take us to some of those breathtaking moments that you kind of like, you know, account maybe in the book and things that have kind of like tested Tameka.
Wow. The entire book from cover to cover, you'll say there are moments. But specifically, I would say, well, number one, I opened the book. I got hit by a car when I was a little girl.
Wow.
Yeah, I got hit, and I flew like over 100 yards.
What?
Yes, and I survived, obviously, as I sit here. But I didn't have any broken bones. And I think it was just the beginning of me being knocked down and getting back up, you know, so many times.
Yourself up.
Right.
Amazing.
I was hurt. I was achy, but yeah, that happened. And then I lost my son's father when I was pregnant. Nooney's father, when I was 3 months pregnant, was killed. And that was very traumatic because I wasn't planning on actually having Nooney. I was a young mom. I was a teenager. And, you know, it was a mistake, the pregnancy. But it's been such a blessing having him. He's amazing. He's so easygoing. He's been peace.
From the beginning.
He's been peace in my life. No trouble, just an easygoing person. So that was hard. And obviously losing my son, Kyle, was probably one of the low points. God, I've just had so many moments where I've had to learn to just breathe.
In that moment, if we could just kind of just stay there just a little bit. I mean, people can't fathom that level of a loss. You know, they're like, oh, you know, it's inevitable that you'll lose a parent. It's kind of like the circle of life. But how do you come out on the other side of a loss like that? You know, that you couldn't prevent it and, you know.
Great question. I don't know that you do.
Right.
I don't know that you come out on the other side. But you do learn to live through it. You don't learn to, excuse me, you don't learn to get over it because you don't get over it, but you learn to live around it. Yeah. So it's a part of my life all the time. Yeah, it's a part of my days.
I love how he's still present in his siblings in their lives. Like
Absolutely.
He's still like right there.
Well, you know, I do everything. Now, listen, I'm not like this crazy person walking around like, hey, Kyle, we're going to go get some Chick-fil-A. Like, come on now.
Right.
Very
then we might be
realistic.
having another conversation.
Yeah, you'd be like, and then when are you going to be admitted?
Right. I'll visit, but
Right. No.
Yeah.
No. I'm well aware that Kyle's not with us anymore, but I feel indebted. I feel that just like I'm preparing for my son's graduation, just like I went to my son's college graduation.
Talk about an overachiever. Shoot.
Yeah, he is.
That boy is.
He is out of sight. Yeah. But all the different things I have to do for my kids, go to practice, buy them things. I feel that in Kyle's honor, I do things toward his legacy. So I keep his name alive. I started a foundation called Kyle's World, in 2013. I've been very passionate about it. We took a few years off when I relocated to Los Angeles. Had to kind of regroup and change the mission a little bit. But it's important to keep his legacy alive. And I'm doing some things very soon that surround a petition regarding Lake Lanier, where the accident happened.
And so many other losses.
So many people have lost lives, and it's a lot of it is senseless, and there's things that probably can be done to prevent it, and to slow it down at least. Yeah,
please, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, so you're a mother of 5 sons.
5, yes. We still count Kyle.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm a mother of 5.
So how does a mother of 5? Okay, so let's say like after the first marriage, right? You're a single mom. What is that Tameka doing? Because the way I was looking at your life, you were still working, like very much at the height of your career.
I think I worked through it all.
Right, yeah. What was that phase of your life like? Because a lot of, the listeners are top tier, but a lot of them are single parenting and that sort of thing. And some people find it a little bit overwhelming, you know? Breathtaking.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't a lot of time between my 2 marriages. So
okay.
It's kind of a smooth transition, I would say.
Right.
But I will say I worked through, before I was married and all the way until I was done with the last marriage. Right. Working has been something I enjoy. So I love, fashion. But more than fashion, I love style. I think I'm more of a style connoisseur than a fashion person. Right. Yeah. So anyway, I worked through all of it. Divorce is always hard. Divorce is like a death. It's like a death, except for the person's walking around and remarried and living their best lives, and you're kind of looking like, but I'm dead over here. No, I'm kidding.
Don't you see?
I'm like, hi, I'm dead. I'm walking dead.
Right.
No, it's really, really a tough transition. But man, I'm getting through it gracefully. I'm doing fine. I'm really in a good space.
Well, what kind of? Because like I was just looking at some scenarios online recently. I name names on here. So Derrick Jackson's ex-wife just came out, and I think it was on the Shade Room, a Baller Alert or something, where she said that she was so devastated in the marriage, like, because at least, it wasn't played out all over Instagram, when you were going through it, because you said, okay, I'm dead over here. But you have a lot of people that have to, that significant other moves on, and you're looking at their life play out on Instagram, and you're like,
Yeah, Instagram wasn't around, but honey, that girl Wendy Williams was.
Baby.
She was around, and she was sane, and she was alive and kicking hard. So you have to understand, it was very hard. One of the hardest parts about my entire second marriage and divorce was the media and the negative, just naysayers and just all it was very hard. Yeah. It was embarrassing. I didn't even want to go out to the bank. Like, I was embarrassed, and then there was a song made, like they ready to sign the papers, and it was just a lot.
Yeah, that's heavy.
It's hard.
And you're still being a mother.
I'm still a mother. I still got to go to PTA meetings. Like, no, that song isn't
School
about me. That's it's about picking up paper on the street.
How do you breathe through something like that? Like, I mean, is it the support? You got to make sure you have support around you. Because it's very easy to kind of like compartmentalize and kind of just go into yourself and just be existing. Here, eat your sandwich.
Very thick skin. I think I have very thick skin.
I think you do too, yeah, you do.
I really do. I mean, well, at least outwardly. I'm from Oakland. We are kind of warriors, like no pun, but we are warriors. I don't know. I think that I just have thick skin, and I think that fortunately I just let a lot of it roll off my back, and I also consider it the source with a lot of it. Sometimes I look at people and I look at why they do what they do. Not exactly, I don't really look at the action.
Right.
Because I know that hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
And I don't mean, I'm not speaking in reference to my husband's. I'm talking about like the naysayers and the public.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they just mad. They sit them there waiting on a Hot Pocket. They just mad at everything. Mad at their lives, mad at their thighs, mad at everything.
Everything.
And they just want to take it out on somebody. So I think a lot of my ridicule came from just the angry. Just people just mad. Haters.
Absolutely.
For lack of a better word.
Absolutely. So, acting like they know him, like that's like their cousin.
Or like they had a chance. There's that. And then there's that. So
that part.
Then you mad at me about
something that could never happen anyway.
Or probably wouldn't happen, I should say. So I don't know. You never say never. But I don't know. I think I just always keep an upbeat attitude. I mean, I used to get into Twitter battles because that's when Twitter kind of was in its height. And I kind of didn't know any better. Like, you don't vent everything there. And it was good to have Twitter fingers. I was like, I used to use up all my characters on there. But, man, I'm in such a better place.
Here you stand.
Here I stand. Like, I love my life. I really do. Even, in spite of losing my son, Kyle, that would be obviously a really low point.
Yeah,
but anybody. Everything else happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I'm in a great space, and I'm in a beautiful state. And it took me a while to get here. I had to learn. Trust me. Like I said, Twitter was my friend. I was cussing people out online. I'm human,
Right.
I get mad. You say stuff, or you mention my children. I'm going to blow a gasket. So, but today I'm just in a really good space. I'm in a good space with my ex-husbands as well.
Nice.
We're all good. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy. Everybody's in great relationships. I'm not.
I was about
single.
to say, what?
I'm single. I am very single, but I like it. I'm not even mad at it.
Are you dating?
I do. I date.
Oh, nice.
I date. I go out. I have my dinners and my little, I haven't been in the movies in a long time.
Okay.
But, I like going out. But I'm enjoying myself. I like the fact that my room has a pile of laundry on my bed, and I don't have anyone that I have to answer to about it.
Yeah, about moving it. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have to move it. I don't have to, hey, baby, can you make me a sandwich? No, I don't have to make anyone a sandwich for myself.
Right. So this is more like Tameka 2.0. So
it's so cool. I love it.
So what does that look like in your career? First of all, some people know and some people don't, because it wasn't a bunch of Instagramming and things when you were just, with Lauryn Hill and Jay-Z. Can you just take a moment to really kind of toot your own horn a little bit, tell the people?
I hate that. I know.
Well, just career highlights.
I think I won't say of all stylists, but I will say of all the people in my profession, I'm one of the most low key in regards to my accolades, that kind of thing. Everybody else kind of posts what they've done.
Oh my God, yes.
They blow it up and they mention it and they take selfies with their clients and they're just really happy. But I'm just so low key about it.
Right.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, Patti LaBelle, I think it's her birthday. Oh my God, like we said, clients. I'm like, wait, I need to call her. Yeah. But aside from that, though, I try to keep it a really low profile.
I see, as you're deflecting and not saying
no,
it.
I'm not deflecting.
You're
no.
not saying it.
Okay, so yes, I styled Lauryn Hill. You know that. I styled Jay-Z. Yes. When he changed clothes and put on his suits and his button-ups, I was responsible. I think I never get credit for these things.
Right.
When women started stacking tons of bangles and all that, Lauryn Hill would always do it. I'm a little bit responsible, or in part responsible. Patty is a client. I've had a lot. Sierra, when we were wearing bikini tops under things and wearing bathing suits as outerwear, I was responsible.
Yes. And Usher was a client.
Usher was a client.
Yes.
Yes, when we wore our blazers and our button-ups, I was a bit responsible. So I think there are a lot of, I've styled everybody from Shaka Khan to Michelle Ndegeocello, Subway and 702. That was my first ever job. Oh, wow. I've done MC Brains. I don't know if you remember him back in the day. I've done just a lot of clients. People would be surprised.
Yeah. That's why I think
jagged edge, and you know.
Yeah, that's why it deserves mention. You know what I'm saying? It's not bragging. It's the truth.
I hate it. Ludacris was my client. T.I. was my client. We can go on. Killer Mike. I mean,
Yes.
I've had a very long legacy. I've done a lot of things that have, I'd say, shaped the culture. I am not recognized much for it. But I think I'm more known for being the ex-wife of these, you know, well-heeled men, as you want to call them. But I think I'm more known for that, and that's a little unfortunate. I'm working on things to change that narrative.
Exactly. Like speaking.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like as much as I talk on like social media, and I'll you know, send messages that way, but I don't do a lot of interviews.
Yeah.
And I don't do a lot where I talk about my career. And I think that's something that needs to, people don't know the legacy.
Right.
And I notice even with hosting jobs, and you see different, you know, newcomers into fashion that are being considered for all this stuff. I'm never
Judges
considered.
and all kind of things.
They're judging stuff, and I'm looking like, that was my intern. Like,
Wow. Yeah.
I started that person, you know, and there's no shade to them, but it is funny. I don't get acknowledged for that as much as so many others. But I'm okay with it. I think those who know, insiders and industry people.
Yeah, we all know, but I mean, it's time for them to know. I mean, and speaking like this, it will, you know, people become very inquisitive.
I am an introverted out. What is it?
Introvert, extrovert?
Yes, for
you
sure.
are. I can see that for sure.
But I'm an extrovert, like, and you see
you're out.
Yeah, like, and I make jokes, and that's what I think I do. I think I pacify myself with just making a joke about something instead of showing pain or showing hurt, you know.
So that's been like your...
That's my little crutch, I think.
Yeah.
That probably is.
That's a coping mechanism.
That is a coping mechanism.
Yeah, that's why you're so funny. You're like, we're laughing today. We're not tapping in anything but laughter and joy.
I think if it gets sensitive or touchy, I think I'll make a joke, and then I try to lighten the air. Because I think when it gets too heavy, I don't know if I get embarrassed, maybe a little embarrassment, and I kind of clam up, like, you know, and I go, I don't like that. So I'll make something funny, and let's just dance, everybody.
So when do you process it? Because you've gone through some stuff.
Yeah.
Is it like in the, you know, like you know, sometimes people go, I have my prayer closet, or I'm fetal position in my bed with my covers. Like me, I'm law and order, turn the lights off. I'm over here, like, you know, just having those things where I just have to clock out. From
Sure. So I think I spend a lot of time in solace. I have time because, you know, I have joint custody. So my boys are with their dad 2 weeks, and then they're with me 2 weeks, or they're with their dad's, you know, mother, or whatever the situation is. But so when the boys aren't with me, I have a lot of time alone. I don't watch a lot of television. So my house, you'll come in and be like, what is going on? It's too quiet. So if I'm not playing music, there's no television. So I really, I'm alone with my thoughts a lot. And that's, it's a gift and a curse, because I do work a lot of things out in my mind, but I also probably conjure things.
Yeah, maybe overthink.
I overthink. I think I do overthink. I am an overthinker. But it has served me well in terms of how I've processed the grief and the pain. Yeah, I think I cry alone, and I do my cries early in the morning. I'll get up and do a hard cry, and then when it's time to stop, I'll look in the mirror. And if you ever look at yourself crying, you'll start laughing, because you'll be like, I look a mess.
Yes. The people have the nerve and like just that confidence to get online and cry like that.
Yeah. Well, that's like, a little contrived.
Yeah, a little bit.
You crying? So what did you say? Cut? That wasn't a good cry. Let's do it again. Like,
I'm like, I don't know. I just have a hard time processing you going live and crying like that. It's a cry for help. So.
It doesn't feel very genuine, I must say. And the other thing is, I have an issue with crying in front of people. It's a blockage. It's so hard for me. Even at my son's funeral, I did not cry. No. I did not cry one tear. I think I was more in business mode. I wanted to make sure things went well. I selected the church. I selected, what he had to wear, and I wanted to make sure that he looked presentable to all these people. So my mind was more in, I want to make sure my son is representative, and he looks good, and that people won't look down on me for how he looks. It's kind of weird. It was really weird. Yeah, I think I went into work mode, and that, again, a coping mechanism just to get through the day. Yeah. Wow.
It's just, that's what this podcast is all about, I'm telling you, because it's just, even coming out of this pandemic, like I felt like visually, God gave me this whole vision that the world was just walking around like this.
Holding their breath. Yeah.
Just waiting for the bottom to fall out of the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's every day.
yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be. Oh, it's a it's an active shooter over here. It's a this over there. It's a terrorist threat over here. It's a.
I'm so concerned about our youth.
Yeah, super.
Our youth. I'm so worried about the next generation. I did a live
yeah.
yesterday. I just started ranting because every day I wake up, there's some jewelry store that's been vandalized. Not that they're just breaking into them. And they're like tearing these places up. They're burning down the Target. They're doing
everything.
Like, what is going on? Are y'all zombies?
Not? And exactly. That's what's going. No, they are zombies because they're so. It's just a plethora of like pharmaceuticals flooding the streets. I had to take Percocet one time for like a procedure.
I itch
and
from
I
all
couldn't
that stuff.
imagine anybody wanting to do that all the time. It was like. Why would anybody want to be this high?
Yeah, like I
don't on a daily basis.
I wouldn't want to be that high. I wouldn't want to itch that much, and I wouldn't want to be that nauseous. See, I'm allergic, I guess, because
I'm not good with heavy pain relievers either. But it's the fact that they're doing that kind of stuff. I had the opportunity to go to the Silence of the Shame event that Shanti did recently with DJ Drama, and he was really transparent about the fact that for years he was addicted to lean, and it was taking him into other phases.
Isn't that cough syrup?
It's cough syrup mixed with like soda, but with like Mountain Dew or
it might taste a little better.
The sweetest, but imagine you're not only going to be high, you're going to be diabetic. You know what I'm saying? It's just all bad. It's just all bad. It's the most sugar, and it's like. But
that might not be a bad idea though. When I have to have a cold, I could just take a little bit of Robitussin and put a little ginger ale in it.
No, we're not. No.
I'm not gonna get addicted. You ain't got to worry about. I'm talking about a way to take it because I can't even take it.
You can't take it?
I can't even take it when it's necessary.
Well, I heat it up. I make like a little hot toddy, put it in tea, some honey, and you don't taste it. I don't like liquid medicine.
I don't
either.
like medicine. I don't.
I don't like pain, so I'm taking medicine.
But I'm also very into like holistic medicine.
Yeah,
I'm a little like
healing modalities.
Oh,
Do you have any of those for your coping mechanisms?
No, I drink ginger tea every day. I boil fresh ginger. Yeah. I clean the ginger, I chop it up, and I boil it. Well, let me tell you the secret thing I do is I add French vanilla.
Ooh, that's my favorite flavor.
So if you do French vanilla, like creamer, in your ginger tea, it's so good. It tastes
like chai, probably.
It tastes like a chai. That's exactly what I said. It tastes like a chai latte.
The peppery part of ginger,
Yep, and then the sweetness.
And I love chai. Yeah, spice chai.
That's exactly what. So I drink.
That's another way to get my ginger down.
Oh, I do a lot of ginger. I'm a ginger person, and I like dandelion root. Like I'm into.
I love tea.
I want to stay youthful, and I want to stay healthy.
Skin looks great.
Thank you. So I drink my water and mind my business and keep laughing and keep dancing and travel when I can. That's all I do.
I love a good dance. Yeah, you do travel. I love that.
I'm gonna find me a husband this year. I think though.
You want to, or are you going to?
I think so. Yeah, I think.
You're open to it?
Yeah, I'm open to it. I wasn't, though, at first. I was just like, I love being single, which I do love.
Well, you did have to have a break. You've been married twice, and then you've had your son so early. You haven't really had, like, just Tameka time.
This has been so fun. I've been loving it. But now I think as I get older, though, I don't want to be old, wheeling myself around one day like, oh, Lord, I've fallen and I can't get up. I need a life alert man or somebody.
Oh, Lord. You got too many sons, honey. Somebody coming over there.
Them boys ready to move on. They like, I'm moving to Japan. I'm moving to Ghana. I'm moving. I'm like, yeah, where y'all going?
Right. They're ready to see the world.
They want to see the world.
Yes.
They do. And I encourage it.
But that's wonderful that you say that, though, because if you're open, it's coming.
I'm open.
You hear that? You hear that? Okay. All right.
I'm open, but he's got to be the right person because I am
What's
a little.
the right person?
He can't need a loan. Like
he can't need a ride. He can't need.
He can need a ride if he
really
to go pick up his Lambo.
Car. Exactly. Not ride from the airport.
No, I know. I mean, I want him to be really because I'm turned on by power. Obviously. I'm attracted to powerful men.
Yeah. With vision.
With vision, that's it. I want them to have vision, and I want them to have a certain chuspa where they want to get it, even if they don't have it right now. Be working toward it. Yeah.
I couldn't see you with someone that didn't have it. That would be so boring. Because they just go to their, not to say they're not a bad person, but just
hard.
regular. I'm just going to my little job. I'm cool. I'm going to retire from
I'm dating a guy like that.
Oh, just a regular guy.
He's so regular, but he's so nice. He's such a good person.
There's a lot of nice
regular, and see, I hate saying that because I think that
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, not regular in a negative sense.
Yeah, but irregular are some of the guys that are just fun. Like they're spontaneous. They They don't have to submit to like I go.
Let
to work
me clarify this before people get mad and jump on me and cancel me before I get home. No, when I say regular, meaning they live a very structured, simple life. Yeah. I think simplistic would be the word. So I'm dating a simplistic guy. So regular in the 9 to 5 sense, regular and not the entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs ain't regular.
They're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not regular.
We don't sleep regular schedules. We don't think. We think outside the box. We're like, yeah, and then we could just make a line of doors. Like we just make up anything. Like entrepreneurs' brains are just wired differently, and they're not regular. We're not regular thinkers. So simplistic. Yeah. I'm dating a simplistic man.
Yeah, a stable man. That's kind of the man your parents want you to kind of have.
It is probably what I need, but I'm not as attracted in terms of long-term or marriage to a person who's not thinking a little bit, kind of reaching for the stars, you know? Because I'm always aiming. I'm always trying to get to the next level, you know, whatever that looks like. But I love everybody. I don't know.
You love everybody?
I do.
Well, you got me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do.
I love everybody.
I don't like everybody, but I love everybody.
I do love everyone, and I don't like everyone.
No. Yes. So what is next level for you? Okay, so now in the space of fashion or career-wise, what's going on? What are you waking up excited about?
I'm excited about so much. So now, in addition to, you know, having written my memoir, I just did the audiobook. I just completed my audiobook.
I know that's hard.
So you guys get to hear this deep voice for 8 hours in your car.
Oh, nice.
No, hopefully my voice sounds lighter than it does today. But yeah, I wrote a book and I did the audio book, and that's been a ton of fun. It's harder than you think, reading all of those. Imagine. It's so hard. You think you have Ebonics. I was like, I don't know how to read. I need to start over in life. No, but I finished that. I am going to be launching a podcast soon.
Nice.
Here I Stand.
Yes.
We'll be talking about just triumph over all kinds of obstacles, and also how you got your business going, or how you know, all kinds of things. It won't be just heavy.
Right.
It'll have a lot of funny moments. We'll talk about dating and just life, grown life stuff, life.
Yeah, grown folks conversations.
I'm working on an animated series in honor of Kyle.
Oh, yay.
The Odd Life of Kyle Lyles. It's about a middle child, 11-year-old boy. And it's going to be very pop culture heavy and funny and have some really great moments and teachable moments for kids. So that's really important to have an educational component.
That's wonderful.
And I have a clothing line. It's called Eli Kish. And so I'm just kind of trying to recalibrate and do another season for that. I'm excited. I'm just creative and doing all kinds of things.
Any TV?
Huh?
Any TV?
I'm not against it. If the right opportunity comes along, I would love to do some sort of fashion commentary or style commentary. I'd love to be like Joan Rivers.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Very.
I would be cutting up like a new pair of scissors.
That's what I want people to see, your comedy
They don't even know.
They have no idea.
Yeah, bring me that show. You'll see what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, honey, I would love to have heard your commentary for the Met Gala, for everything.
I would love it.
Grammys,
I would love it.
Yes.
Let's manifest that. Let's bring that.
Yeah, let's make it come to fruition. Some
good
attract
juju.
that.
That'd be amazing, right?
Yes, it would.
I'm so opinionated. But I just wish people knew me, because I am opinionated, but I really know everything.
I love that. I love that. See? I knew we were going to tackle that humility a little bit before we got out of here. Go ahead.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm rarely wrong about it. Like when I'm wrong, I admit being wrong, though. But usually I say something and people come back to me months later and say, you were right about that person. You were right about that outfit. You were right about that with my daughter. You were right. I'm serious. And it's not because I'm a know-it-all. I just really have lived a long life in a short amount of time.
Right.
I've done so much travel. I've been married twice. I've had 5 children. Right. You know what I mean? I've experienced death. I've really been through a lot. And I've started, 5 or 6 businesses, indoor kids play facilities, to clothing stores, clothing lines. I've done really a lot.
Yeah, and you have a lot of people that are quote unquote these subject matter experts that don't have nearly the, especially in fashion. I've seen like, you're the okay.
They don't know. They so confused. They're trendy. See, listen, be careful when you're listening to very trendy fashion gurus. You know, you really have to be careful because they're regurgitating trends, they're copying, they're mimicking everything else, and just having on a bunch of labels does not make you stylish
at all.
Yeah, so you could, just remember I said that. That's if I give you no other nugget today.
Because I've seen them done wrong.
Label whores, they just wear it head to toe.
Right.
A mushroom belt. I gotta have the shoes, the socks, the keychain, the glasses,
like all of it,
the nails, everything. That's just a little bit. It's just dos muchos.
Yeah, it kind of just and it waters it down. It makes it not be what it's supposed to be.
Cool.
It's supposed to be.
Less is more in that regard. Yeah, less is more in that regard.
So you've named a lot of things. You're multi-hyphenate. So how do people keep up with you? Like,
I'm on social media. I don't post enough, but I'm on Instagram. I post on my story all the time at Tameka Foster on Instagram. I don't even think I have a Twitter account since it got new ownership. I don't know. I have one. I don't know.
You don't use it, obviously.
Did they take my check away? I think I'm not verified anymore. I don't know.
They can do that?
I think that's what he did when he bought the company. He took away. Yeah, people have to buy their verifications. I don't buy verifications. I won't do that.
No, we're not doing that.
No, it's not.
And it's like an automated. I think you got to pay every month.
It's not that deep. It's okay.
My God,
but I am on social media. Facebook is linked to my Instagram, so I think they're the same at Tameka Foster or at Tameka Raymond. I don't know what they are.
Is there a website?
TamekaRaymond.com. Buy my book. You guys would love to hear. It's not just about my life. It's about life in general. It's about, I think there's nuggets you can get from Here I Stand.
So if there were 3 things that you would want the audience to take away, like as in who is Tameka Raymond, what would you want them to be? Because since people think they know, speculate, assume.
They don't know. They don't know. I would say I am in a beautiful state. I want them to know that I'm a woman that is in a beautiful state. That means that obstacles happen, life happens, shit happens.
Right.
It's about how you process and how you deal with it. You take a few seconds to be mad or upset and you let it go. And you go back to being in a beautiful state. And I really, really think I do that well. I pride myself in being a mother. I love it. I wouldn't want any other role. I'm grateful for the kids choosing me to come through me. I love it. I'm a boy mom. I love that too. So much easier, I think. Lastly, I'm not into fashion. I love style. I love good style because it's timeless. I hope you can look at a picture of me 20 years from now and say, wow, she really was stylish. Not that she had all the fashion, all the names, all the brands. No, I don't care. I wear a little bit of name brand stuff, I mix it, whatever, but.
Yeah, but it's not like.
It's not mandatory. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
It can come from Target. If it has a good silhouette, I want it. Okay. If it looks good on my body, does it make my ass look fat? I want it.
I'd want it, yes.
I want it.
Well, I knew this would be a fun conversation. I always love talking to you. And I just want I'm happy the world can hear, at least, through Just Breathe, a little bit more about you,
Good, thank you.
Yes, and all of the bright, joyous things you're going to be bringing to us.
I got some cool stuff planned. Yeah. I need a big investor that just says, you know what, you can be the next Tory Burch. You're going to do I want to do a brand that has everything, cosmetics, skincare, shoes, accessories. That's really what I would love.
Decor,
oh God, I'd love
decor. I love home decor.
I would love to do. Because I think style translates into everything. It's the manner in which you do things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why I'm more into style than fashion.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I think that's going to manifest for you, just like it did Tabitha Brownie's, all these other people. As long as you start talking. We just need to hear more from you.
I know. I do need to do more. Yep. I'm not good with that. I'm a little shy. I told you I'm an introvert, extrovert.
Right. Well, we're going to pull on the extrovert
I'm trying,
a little bit more. But we did today, so we're happy that you made the first step.
I did it. I can breathe.
Doing interviews. Yes, breathe. So this has been another episode, and I hope you are breathing freely, because we are, of Just Breathe with April Love. And thank you again, Tameka Raymond, for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have you back soon to share some of this 2.0.